Des, before we get to our main topic, I just
Mm-hmm.
came across this on Twitter, and I'm just going to post this. I don't expect any of the three of us necessarily to have any response to this, but see, I don't know if you guys follow Big Game Boomer on Twitter.
I don't
And
think I
I
do.
just started to follow him a couple months ago. And actually, once I looked him up, I didn't realize that I had him on like 2 years ago. I just forgot. I've had so many people on, I forget who I've had on. So I realized, but he is constantly posting numbers like lists of the 50 most difficult places to play, the 50 best quarterbacks, the 50 most terrorizing defenders, just constantly posting these lists. And the one that he just posted, now I'm not putting together that Michigan is this outstanding in regards to the top 50 special teams coaches in
Wow.
college football.
Okay.
And he has
Look at
Jay
Jay.
Harbaugh listed at number one.
Okay.
Oof. Man, that's I mean, that's impressive by far, and I'm sure I would imagine that if he is posting that, he has some data to back it up. I mean, I guess I can't really refute it. It's interesting. Northern Illinois has two coaches there. I wonder if they are special teams coordinators.
Boy,
And look,
you found that right away. And I will note before Dre goes here that we are going to have Big Game Boomer on this Thursday. So I'll be able to
Nice.
follow up on this.
That's
Okay.
interesting. But hey, I appreciate it. I'm here for it.
Hey, Harbaugh lost his field goal, so I mean, look, they get plenty of there's plenty of film.
Dre, is the punt and kickoff coverage and the punt and kickoff returns plus the field goals that good? Maybe it is.
I mean, look, early in the season, I mean, it's a lot of conservative play calling. So, I mean, it would definitely get a lot of practice with punting, a lot of practice with kicking field goals. So, I don't
mean,
know.
I try to realize how real recency bias is. So I try not to use that as the actual data point, but with all the, I mean, I can't remember the last time Michigan has given up a kick or a punt return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I can remember pretty recently, having some pretty big punt returns with, even Ronnie Bell before he got injured and the previous years too.
PJ.
Yeah, I mean DPJ. So I mean it's hard. I guess it's hard to find information that it's not true. But I mean I can rarely remember a special teams disaster from Michigan recently. So
No,
I mean
well, not since 2015.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's almost, we're trending towards 10 years ago.
I'm sorry. That's one of my worst moments as a Michigan fan. Trouble with snap. It would have been
well, as
great.
amusing as that was, you couldn't blame the special teams coach on that.
Huh?
I said for as amusing of a debacle as that was, to blow a
Right.
game. Which it cost Ohio State a college football playoff appearance, actually. So it's not funny in the aftermath for an Ohio State fan. It just was in the moment. But you can't hold that on the special teams coach.
You coach the punters to catch the
punter
ball.
to be able to catch the snap.
Yep.
That should be a given.
There's so much. I mean, what's unfortunate about that was a lot unfortunate about that play. I mean, poor Jalen Watts Jackson, like the dude broke his hip on the play after scoring a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about not able to really enjoy the moment. It just the kid, he fumbles the snap, which happens, right? But to not, I just feel like either he wasn't. It's not fair for us to say this, right? But either he wasn't coached. I feel like I wonder, like, did the coach staff go over the what the F moments? Like, what do you do when things go to hell, right?
I'm sure you do. I'm sure they did. But you have to think about that pressurized moment. Like you know what I mean? It's the same thing for like the NBA finals are happening right now. Of course, like you coach guys for the pressurized moments, but the human brain doesn't always operate, the way it's supposed to, or, in a logical form when there's kind of that adrenaline rush going. So
yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the topic. I feel like people don't, look, guys, we're having fun here. I'm gonna do this again. I can see certain comments. If you can't, part of being a fan is being able to enjoy and talk about the good and the bad, right? And be able to live and make fun of it. Otherwise, it's just all pain. Okay. Like, this is my therapy, and I'm hoping it's therapy for you. We can't have fun on our low moments. Then I don't know what you want. This is not a sunshine show where we're going to talk about flowers and if someone come out tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar. Like, this is just not. That's not how we run it.
Carry a tune,
huh?
You can carry a tune.
I know. Thank you, but it's just
talented, man.
Hey, we gotta have that. I'm just saying, guys, we're going to get into it. Just relax.
So the last thing I'm going to say about that was that Michigan fans should actually spin that in the proper direction. That while that blew a game to a rival, it kept Ohio State out of the playoffs. And we were talking before we started to record tonight that Desmond loves to watch games from 10 years ago on YouTube. Well, I watched the end of that game probably within the last 6 weeks on YouTube. And I'm just looking at all the comments because I've seen the play a million times. I was just looking at the comments and so many Ohio State fans making fun of Michigan. And I was reminding them that knocked Ohio State out of the playoffs.
MSU, yeah.
Or I guess I would have to apologize.
You losing to MSU knocked you guys out the playoffs.
That also did. But even with the loss to Michigan State would have had 2 losses, so they would have been out of the way. Ohio State's in the Big Ten championship game. True. And my apologies to Corey. They would have beaten Iowa by 4 touchdowns, and they would have been in the playoff.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe by 39, something like that.
Oh, my gosh. No one saw that coming. Just saying. Anyway.